Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you enjoy ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Okay, so today I'm doing a review on Poppy by Badgley Mischka. I hope I'm saying this right. I just looked it up. Badgley Mischka. Okay. Poppy by Badgley Mischka. I've never heard of Badgley Mischka, but I think that she or he, whoever they are, is a fashion designer that does like clothing and maybe shoes and things like that. Also fragrances, I don't know how many. But I found this fragrance at, I think it was Ross, and it was only $10, so I thought, why not? And I found out, this was totally unexpected, that it smells very, very similar to Flower by Kenzo, which I have the lotion of. I don't have the fragrance, but I have the lotion. And I really like Flower by Kenzo. So they're not like 100% exact same smell, but pretty dang similar. I'll smell them side by side right now to kind of try to tell you like what the difference is, because there's a difference, but it's very, very subtle. And I wasn't expecting this to smell similar based on the notes, because it does have very different notes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this, and then we'll go over the main accords and notes together on Fragrantica. I didn't really dress on theme. I just didn't want to change my outfit. It's also super hot in my room right now, so I'm a little bit sweaty. And you can probably hear my daughter. She's like squealing in the background. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a spray. Looks like today we've got some lavender. Okay, that did not come out very well. But anyway, I'm just gonna give this a second to dry down. And while I do that, I'll also put this on paper, I guess, to compare. I don't love the bottle for this. I'll say that it's a little bit simple, and it is glass, but it's, besides that, to me it's a little bit like just not exciting looking, and the label's a little old school looking, like very, I don't know, 90s or something. But it was $10, so I feel like that, keeping that in mind, like it's, you know, you're getting a lot for, you know, the 100 milliliters for not a lot of money. So okay, so yeah, I guess I'll just like put a little of this lotion on here, so we can kind of smell them side by side. Or you know what? I'm just gonna put it on me. That makes more sense. Put it on me. I really like the flower scent, and that's why I also like this one, but I figured that I don't need both of them, so I'm probably gonna sell one of them. The flower lotion, it actually does last a good amount of time on my skin, probably like 4 hours, and then it really is mostly faded by then. So yeah, it's pretty good. I have never owned the fragrance, but I imagine it would last longer, at least on clothing. Okay, so got that rubbed into my skin, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Poppy a smell. Okay, so this is very comforting. It's a very comforting floral, powdery, very powdery, and a little bit like grounded. I don't know what, but it's just kind of like a powdery floral fragrance that's grounded. Almost feel like maybe there's something like slightly herbal in here. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so let's look at the main accords that we have listed. And honestly, I don't remember any of the notes. I mean, I assume there's poppy because that's what it's called. But besides that, I really don't remember any of the notes. Okay, so according to Fragrantica, we have main accords of floral, citrus, rose, amber, woody, fresh, warm spicy, musky, and powdery. So, I would definitely put the powdery and musky accords higher up in that, but it is predominantly a floral scent, so I would say it's like floral, musky, powdery, powdery, musky. I'm definitely getting a little bit of whatever the woody amberiness is. The citrus accord, which they listed second, I'm really not getting much citrus. And I could see rose, but it's not a standout note, but I could see it being in here because this has a little bit of like a vintage feel, as well as Flower by Kenzo. Yeah. Okay, so I'm really curious. Let's look at the notes. Okay, so we have 3 top notes, and they are citruses, rose, and spices. So kind of vague, but like citrusy notes, spices, and then rose. So I'm definitely getting something floral, but again, it's not like rose is standing out to me. And I could see a little bit of that spiciness, just very subtle, but I think that's part of what's making this have like a slightly earthy, grounded feel. Okay, and then for our middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes and they're all florals. Sorry, my computer's like super duper loud. So our florals are peony, magnolia, and plumeria. Peony, magnolia, and plumeria. Honestly, I'm not sure that I'm getting any of those notes in particular. And also, I don't know what plumeria smells like. But if I had to say, I would say maybe I'm getting rose more than anything else. Because it definitely, the peony is usually like a very fresh, kind of aquatic floral. And this doesn't quite come off that way to me. I'm not really getting a whole lot of magnolia in an obvious way either. Okay, so there's no poppy, interestingly enough. I'm not sure why it's called poppy if there's no poppy. Okay, so then lastly in our base notes, we've got 3 base notes, and they are white woods, amber, and musk. So I'm definitely getting musk. I would say I'm getting the white woods as well. Maybe a touch of amber, but it's all fairly subtle. Yeah, so honestly, the notes don't quite make sense to me. I feel like we need like a powdery floral, something like violet or iris. I could see the rose, the spices, the woods, the musk. But yeah, maybe like heliotrope or something else would make a little more sense. So yeah, it's just interesting. But it altogether has a really nice smell. It's powdery, it's floral. It's just a little bit woody, and very feminine. Yeah, I really like it. I don't think it's for everybody. If you don't like powdery scents, you might not like this because it does have like a bit of a baby powder vibe, like a little bit vintage smelling, but in a modern way. Okay, really wish that my computer would not make so much noise. Okay, so I'm just gonna briefly go over the notes for Flower Kenzo and tell you how they're different. So the notes in this make more sense to me. We have rose, hawthorn, and violet. Those are the florals that we have, and they all kind of make sense. Hawthorn's like a powdery floral, violet's a powdery floral, and then rose is like, a floral with a bit of like a vintage feel. And then we also have blackcurrant and mandarin orange, which I don't really get a whole lot of. There's also Aponipax, which I think is like a resin. And then in the base there's musk, vanilla, and incense. And I feel like I get definitely musk and maybe just a touch of the vanilla and incense, but it's really like a very powdery floral. So yeah, these are different. I honestly can't tell you how. They're very similar. So I feel like you don't really need both. That's just my opinion. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and go back. Let's go ahead and go back to just a couple other things related to Poppy. So I really need to get a new laptop. This laptop's like 5 or 6 years old, and that's why it's so slow and the fan is always going on. Okay, so this fragrance has an overall rating of 4.12 out of 5 with 43 votes. So it's a good rating, but it's only been voted on 43 times, so it hasn't been bought a whole lot. And it was launched in 2022, so it's only been out on the market for about 3 years, almost 3 years. And it is, I see, being compared to Flower by Kenzo if you look in the "This perfume reminds me of" section. Okay, and then let's go ahead and just read a couple reviews. Somebody says, creamy, musky floral, almost lactonic, quite linear, just a slight hint of clean musk without my skin turning it nauseatingly soapy. To me, that is nothing short of miraculous. Yeah, creamy, musky, floral makes sense. Somebody says, smells delicious on my skin. Get a lot of spice, plumeria, and amber. It settles into a soft musk. I would really love to know what plumeria smells like, because I have no idea. If I ever see it in real life, I'm going to try to smell it. Okay, lastly, somebody says, upon first spray, creamy musk and powder with hints of soft florals. It has nods to classic powdery perfumes, but is kept surprising me by its subtlety. Hard working, but not bulldozing. I usually can't stand powdery perfumes because of this. The sillage was also surprising. It leapt off my skin. The longevity was a whopping 30 minutes, but the perfume was $12. Interesting, yeah. So I haven't worn this in a while, so I don't remember the longevity, but I think I'm going to wear it today just to kind of see if I can remind myself. Yeah, it has a really nice smell. Like I said, it's very comforting and feminine and soft, powdery floral. A little bit of a vintage feel, but in like a very nice modern way. And very similar to Flower by Kenzo. Okay, everybody, so that is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Sending you peace, love, harmony, and beauty. And I will catch you all again soon. Okay, bye.